Hello, welcome to Zeus5566. Today I'm gonna make a review for Transformer Generation Deluxe figure Cybertronian Bumblebee. And Bumblebee was among the 4 figures that released on the first wave of Transformer Generation figures series. And over here you can see this is the new packaging for the deluxe figure, and they have a different card, and you can see over here, and this is a new Bumblebee figures, and here right Cybertronian Bumblebee. Alright, and the transform level for Bumblebee was level 4, so it should be I mean not difficult, but should be quite interesting to transform, to play with. And yep, done with the front of the box, nothing much to see, and let's go into the back of the box. And over here you can see Bumblebee in his Cybertronian vehicle mode. And while I did think the vehicle mode looks a bit like a turtle shell, but still I actually kind of like the vehicle mode, And over here this is the stats for Bumblebee, and this is a big picture of Bumblebee in his robot mode, and you can clearly see Bumblebee have been equipped with 2 blades, and the blade, I think it says the blades deploy, means they spring out or something. And he still have his weapons, guns, but he got 2 extra blades, which is never before on other toys. Alright, and over here is Bumblebee script, which I'm not going to read it. And yep, I guess that's all for the figure, and that's all for the box, and let's go into the figure himself. Alright, so over here I already took Bumblebee out from his cart, and before I review the figure, I'm going to show you this is a new paper cord that Hasbro used to secure the figure to this thing. Alright, so it actually, maybe they did it just to cut the cost, but I actually think this is much more easier to remove the figure from the plastics. Alright, now let's get on to the figure. And over here you can see this is the figure, and if you can see from my cameras, you could actually see Bumblebee was more to gold color than his usual yellow color. Alright, so okay, so you can see Bumblebee have a very bulky looks. Okay, the body looks a lot like a big armor, and you can see he has this big, well, this is actually the wheel, but I think maybe he will be using it as a shield when he's fighting. Alright, so Bumblebee came with weapons, blaster, and he do have a melee weapon, which is a dual blade, I mean. So over you can see this is 1 blade, and the blade doesn't spring out, you need to flip it out from the side of the arms. Okay, alright, so you need to flip it up. Okay, so even though it's not spring loaded, but I still like this mech because it makes Bumblebee looks cooler, more fighting warrior style. Alright, so over here you can see this is the waist. The waist was slightly smaller, and the feet was actually quite thin over here, but the lower part of the legs make up for it. Alright, that's a very nice look on the lower part of the legs. This part is actually gold color, really gold color. Alright, so if you can see this part, this black color spot, this spot, and this over here, something like a wire looks, they are all stick with stickers. I don't know why Hasbro did that. They don't paint it on, but they stick it with stickers, and I really worried that the stickers might start to peel off after a long time playing with it, or maybe exposed to the sun or something. So I will try to make sure this won't be happening, but I don't know how. Alright, so this is the wheel, and if I turn behind, you will see, so it's this part is also stick with stickers, this part. Alright, and on the behind you can see Bumblebee was bearing a big shell behind him. Hasbro definitely did a bad job to covering the behind of the vehicles. Alright, so this is actually the back of the vehicles. This is Bumblebee legs. Looks really nice. I like these looks. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the articulation for the figures.